All right. Got a little bit of a better setup tonight. Just a little bit. Hold on. Shut the door. I tried to move the camera over to the other side of the desk so you guys were looking this way so you could see from that left side. But my cord is not long enough. So I ordered one. I ordered a longer cord, but it's not going to come until Monday. So we just have to deal with this for tonight and tomorrow. But can you tell I got a new light? I got that new light I was telling you guys about. You can see it up here. Look at that, baby. 3 lights in one. Woo! So I don't know if you can tell that the desktop is very much more well lit. So hopefully that helps with that at least. And then I'll get that new cord on Monday, and then we'll be able to set back up from the other vantage point so you guys can see from the other side of my body, my arm, my hands. Hey guys, oh, it's so good to see so many of you on the Tube of Views. Thank you so much. And I just want to tell people, since we're just getting started, that it is so much more helpful for us as far as generating ad revenue if you would watch us while we are live over on the Tube of Views. If you so kindly would do that, we would appreciate that so much. After the live is over, when the video uploads and you're just watching a replay, it doesn't matter. Either place is fine. But before and during the live stream, it's like 3 to 5 times more watching over on the Tube of Views. So just putting that out there. If people can, that would be awesome. Tonight I got my little crochet haul, and so I wanted to show it to you guys. I told you guys I would show you when it came. I bought myself just a couple of things, very inexpensive things, and I'll put them up on the Amazon affiliate page so that folks can go check them out if they're interested in purchasing them for themselves. But let's see. First of all, I picked up this little kit, this thing here, and it came with, I already put them in this tin, but it came with these, which are stitch markers. Some of you know, but they're super cute. They're little hearts. So it had 4 heart stitch markers, and then inside the tube here is a nice assortment of metal needles, and even the ones with the bent tips, which are called, I believe, tapestry needles, which are so much more effective for the needlework that we do. And so I have plenty of them in an array of colors. I will never be short a metal needle again. I don't remember how much this was. It was not a lot. I believe under $10 or something. So came with the little tin to keep them in, which is nice, and a few extra stitch markers. Never hurt anyone. So we have that. And then the next thing I got ended up with a lot of hooks because I wanted to get a kit that had a bunch of stuff that I would need in it. But then I saw these, and I had to get these because I just love the colors. Blue and green are my favorite colors. And dragonflies are one of my favorite flying creatures. I actually studied dragonflies in field ecology in undergrad. Yes, Jeanette, thank you for noticing the light. I know I'm very excited to have better lighting here for you guys. And so in this kit comes a whole set of hooks that match. Yeah, Wendy, you know, people live in all different time zones all over the world. And Yep, we go live at all different times. So this is pretty cool. Let's see if I can get them in some kind of order. I have no idea. I don't pretend to know what different sizes. Oh, it does say right on them. Derp. Let's see. So this is a N minus 10 millimeters. I don't know what that means, but here's a F minus 3.75. I suppose I need to learn what these sizes are now, but looks like a decent set of, again, it's very inexpensive, but it looks like a decent set of hooks. And I just love the design and the colors on them. But this set also came with some more needles, more metal ones, and some plastic ones. And whatever these guys are. Who knows what these are? Because I sure don't. Anyone know? Also, there's some clippers, some scissors, and measuring tape, and some more stitch markers, because you can never have too many of those, I'm sure. So yeah, this is a nice little kit in this nice little zip up bag, of course. And again, I don't remember exactly how much this was, but it was inexpensive. I want to say under $20. I will put all of these things in the Amazon affiliate store. So Christine says the needle hooks correspond to the thickness of the yarn. Your yarn will state which needle to use. Ah, that is good to know. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, Helene, I was looking at all the different hooks, and a lot of them were kind of your standard crochet hooks, and then I saw a bunch of them that had these beautiful patterns on the handles. So I didn't know until I found these that they made such beautiful hooks either. So yeah, this by itself is seems like a pretty substantial beginner crochet kit. Has everything that I could really need, minus a few extras. But like I said, I really went in there looking for a full kit, and this is the one that I found originally before I found that other case, was this one. And these have matching really pretty hooks as well. So again, this is just a very inexpensive beginner crochet kit. I think this might have been $23, but look at all the things inside of here. We've got the beautiful patterned hooks on one side, the flowers, and on the other side, measure your yarn, the thickness and the length, and there's a little slicer in there for cutting it. And then there's these little tiny, tiny hooks. Look at how tiny those are. And these are what I know is like more standard crochet hooks, like just your metal ones. And then in this little bag in the center, this is where all the goods are. Some of this stuff, like, I don't know. What is this? What is this for? I have no idea. There's some of those. This is, I believe, to count your stitches. Does anybody even really use these? These must be some type of stitch markers. Work a little differently. Oh, Darcy, the small ones are for lace. That's cool. Here's some more of those things that I don't know what they are. What is this? Ooh, seam ripper. Danger. Look at these. Some giant safety pins. There's a metal ring. A row counter. Okay. There's another little pair of scissors, another measuring tape, more needles, plastic and metal, and a whole bunch of stitch markers. So yeah, I definitely have 2 people's worth of kits here, but I wanted to make sure I had all the things, and I think I have them now. I think I probably won't need anything but yarn at this point. There's a smaller row counter. I use the cones to cover the ends of the knitting hooks. Huh. Yeah, they've got different sizes. Interesting. So earplugs. Susan says earplugs. So yeah, I will make sure I was actually gonna put together a little ZenZone idea list on the Amazon affiliate page since we're getting into all this stuff now. And like I said, I have an affiliate code for you guys for diamond painting, and I'm still waiting to hear back from Woobles about the crocheting affiliate code, but I can put some other kits and just things on there to get people started. And I will definitely make sure these are on there as well. They had different designs. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. In fact, maybe I'll use one of these for getting started tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I'm not going to be on as long as usual. So I didn't know if I should start crocheting Billy because I haven't started that yet. Or if I should play a game. Like I was thinking maybe I would play Super Slide. Because I'm just kind of, I don't know how much I want to pay attention to stitches and stuff tonight. We were on our Patreon Zoom for 3 hours. And so my brain is tired, and I've been working on Aaron's birthday stuff most of the day, and it's late. So I'm kind of like wanting to do something that is kind of mindless. You know what I mean? So I could do coloring or I could play a game. Let me see. I also have, what is this? I have this game, but I have no idea. Oh, this is brain challenging. This might not be the right thing for tonight. Oh, this has a timer on it. No, forget that. Not today. Huh. So where is my super slide? I think I'll do super slide. How about coloring? You guys want to do coloring? I need to take my medicine. I did not finish the other picture because I got frustrated with sorry, give me 1 second. I got frustrated with the colors. I started using colors that I ended up not liking. Okay, here we go. Medicine in. All right, let me see what I have here. So I probably wouldn't use the paint pens tonight if I color. I could do another Enchanted Forest page. Or we could do Super Slide. And if I do the Enchanted Forest page, I don't know, I might use either the colored pencils or my gel pens. Barbara, you're doing diamond art. Coloring is very relaxing. Yes, let's color. Coloring requires brain power. Not too much of it, though. Let's see. See if a picture speaks to me. I really love this book. Just the nature. I guess I could do like something with blues and greens. I love the nature pictures. Oh, that one's cute. Just different flowers. Oh, dragonfly. Others. Lisa, I don't have Play-Doh, but I do have Fimo clay. I have huge amounts of Fimo clay stuff. I'm not very good at that, though. I mean, I'm willing to do it. I'm not. It's not something that I'm very talented at. Yeah, I definitely want to do painting, Rosie. Sometimes I need to dig out the painting stuff. I'm definitely not set up for that tonight, but absolutely we should do painting. Oh, this one's cute. I like the frog. Oh, I like this one too. Hmm. I think I might do the frog. It's got all kinds of dragonflies. And I can definitely do blues and greens and purples. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull out the gel pens. Whoops. Ooh, the felt pen. Yes, that's what I want to use. I guess that was meant to be. I've been using the felt pens for my gratitude journal. And I really like the way, I really like the vibrant colors. And I like the way they write. Cool. So these are Papermate fine tip, medium says felt pens, felt markers. And I do have these on my Amazon affiliate page already. I'm not sure if they will bleed through. I guess we're about to find out. Let's see. Greens, blues. That's more of like a purple. Purples and pinks. That's almost purple. That one is almost red. Brown, orange, yellow. That's a blue. Okay. All right, let's see what transpires here. I'm going to go with the darker. So anyway, how is everyone doing tonight? How was your day? Hopefully you had a good Saturday. Oh, Brittany, you're having shooting pains in your legs tonight from your knees down. I'm sorry. Yeah, hopefully that helps for sure. Sometimes I get pinching like behind my knees and in parts of my legs, and it freaks me out a little bit, but it always goes away. It feels like someone's grabbed onto a tendon inside my leg and is pinching it. It's definitely not fun. I mentioned in the beginning, I don't know if everybody was here, but I did order a longer cord so that we can move the camera back to the other side, so I'm not blocking everything with my hand here. So hopefully we can get back to that on Monday. Unfortunately, I tried to move it for tonight, but this cord in the camera is just not long enough. But I did get the lighting. I did get the better lighting set up. And it's amazing. I love it. I feel like it's very well lit now. So once we get that cord, we should be rocking. We should be good to go with our setup. Yeah, these do nicely in small spaces. Goes in there quite easily. Can get little finite spots. Oh yeah, Jessica, absolutely. We had a good time last night. I did my final vision boarding session last night. And we ended up staying on Zoom for, again, like 3 hours, just hanging out while Erin was drawing, talking about whatever. We really enjoy getting to know our followers on Zoom. It's really a much more intimate experience because we can see your face and we can hear your voice and we can have actual conversation back and forth. So there's a big difference between, the regular main live streams during the day when there's hundreds and hundreds of people on and we can only see a few comments that go by very quickly versus the subgroups where it's a smaller group of people and we can actually see more comments and we can interact a bit better and get to know people better, but we still don't get to see your faces and hear your voices. That magic happens on the Zoom sessions. And so that's why I love having the community opportunities out there for people if they're interested in them, if they're able to swing them, because that time with the people that have been following us for so long is just so valuable. Denise, this is called the Enchanted Forest. And I believe I added it to my Amazon affiliate page last time I was coloring in it because so many people kept asking. It's a really beautiful coloring book. I'm going to put the microphone down just a little bit so you guys can hear. Sorry about my arm. So you guys can hear the markers a little better. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Yeah, Molly, I totally understand. Don't even worry about it. I know maybe someday. Um, Unfortunately, it's hard because we can't just do Zoom sessions with everyone for free because then there would be hundreds upon hundreds of people in there, and it would kind of take away from that more intimate atmosphere, which is kind of the point of doing it. So it does stink that it sometimes prohibits people who want to participate from participating. I like this. I like this blue and green together a lot. I don't know why blue and green are my favorite colors. I think because I just love nature so much. Water and trees. I love water and trees. They're just so soothing to me. I can sit outside and just stare for hours and just be feel so at peace and content listening to the crickets and the frogs and all the creatures, watching the leaves rustle, the wind blowing the plants around. It's just the nicest feeling. In fact, one of the things that I miss the most about Michigan are the spring peepers. I don't know if people get spring peepers in other places. They probably do. But in Michigan, they tend to be more prevalent in like May, leading into June. Maybe sometimes at the end of April, but definitely May and June are big for spring peepers, and they start off kind of, you hear one or two, three, four, 20 here and there, and then all of a sudden, a couple weeks later, it's just an entire orchestra of peepers, and it is the most lovely sound. And it's kind of sad because the sounds only last for like 6 weeks, maybe 2 months tops, because what it is it's like their mating call. And so they only do it every spring, and once they've found their mate, they stop doing it. So eventually everyone's done their thing and life goes on and they stop making so much noise, but the noise when it's happening is just glorious. I love it so much. We definitely don't have spring peepers down here in Central Florida, so I miss that. At least not where we live. It's just too much city, I guess. Joanna, I actually have a recording of the peepers that I took from our backyard in Michigan before we left. I do have it on my phone. I do listen to it sometimes, but it's not the same. It's not the same as, you know, as much as I dislike winter, there was definitely something wonderful about making it through 7 months of cold and darkness and hitting spring. And then in May, you finally get those evenings where it's like in the 60s or the high 50s. And so you open up the windows and let the fresh air come in and listen to the peepers. And yeah, it's like a whole vibe. It's a whole experience that just can't be replicated by listening to a recording. But yeah, I don't know if we'll ever I don't think I'll ever move back to Michigan. I don't think that's in our plan. I don't think we're looking to take on full-time winter again. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I have no idea where we're gonna park eventually. I just know we're not there yet. We're not ready to settle in one place just yet. I'm gonna do the blue on the legs before I go in with the green. Lisa, what are peepers? Spring peepers are frogs. They're little frogs. They just have the best little frog croaks. When you hear so many of them all at the same time together, it's pretty special. I wonder I wonder if I could find how quickly I could find the file on my phone. I could play it for you guys so you could hear what I'm talking about. Let me see. I'll see if I can find it quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Hmm. Usually a way to search on here. We'd have to go back to. Oh, is this it? No, I don't think this is it. No, it's a different time. Definitely B. We would know that it would be in probably May. So that narrows it down to at least those months. Let's see. Yeah, I just had to move a bunch of my files around on Google Photos too. So now everything feels very disorganized. Those are the same ones. Be in the archive. February. That's snow. That's definitely snow. Well, these are all after we moved. Where is it? Oh no. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find it quickly, unfortunately. 2020. Well, let me look through here. 2021. Mm, no. Bummer. What if I search peepers? What happens? Anything? No. Google's like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not a thing I can find. Yeah. Oh well. Another time. I'll share it with you guys another time. Noelle says, would you get a small RV and travel? Absolutely, we would. We've been talking about doing that for over a year now. And in fact, I think low key, that's kind of our goal right now for the end of this year. I think we would love to be able to pay down our debt this year. And we'd actually like to find a company that might be willing to sponsor us doing a travel vlog for a year. And yeah, get into an RV and do a year of road tripping. Just pack all our stuff into storage and go on a road trip. Aaron wants to get back out to California to visit his family and friends and get his stuff out of storage. And I think it's a great time with Anna being 8 years old to take her around the country and explore. Yeah, we'd love to do that. It'd be so fun. I think it'd be good for us. And then I think after that, we would find a place to park, or at least figure out, where that's going to be. But I don't know. I don't know if it'll happen. It just, everything is so up in the air right now. Everything's so crazy with what the things we're trying to do and get accomplished, that I don't know if we'll get there this year. But it feels like just before Christmas would be a good time to make some change. I just don't know what that change is going to look like. I'm getting confused with the circles here. I'm like, wait a minute. How did I go from blue circles to then I'm going to have green circles? I really feel like living on a smaller scale for a while would be good for us too. I feel like it would decrease the noise a bit. And like I said, I just think it'd be really good for Anna. I have friends who did a lot of traveling with their kids, with their girls when they were elementary and middle school age, and I really think it made them better people. They're just such well-rounded kids. I think it's really good for kids to get out of the bubble of one place and see that there are other people out there who live differently and have different priorities and understand that, it's one thing to study something, but it's totally different to see it face to face. And it's good to have an understanding that the world we live in is a very big, big place with lots of different types of people, lots of different ways of living. And there is no one right way. I think it helps you become a more accepting person. And then, they grow up and they get into the later parts of middle school and into high school. And if they have a desire to go to college or do trade school or something like that after high school, then those high school years, they need to be a little more focused and, you know, it's harder to do things like traveling, I think. So I think this is a good time for it. But we'll see what happens. We've got a lot of, um, unfortunately, a lot of debt to pay down now. I had zero debt at the beginning of 2022. Now I find myself back in debt. So that's first and foremost because you can't have disposable income when you have debt. So this year is all about paying down debt and trying to be more strict about our household expenditures, trying to be more wise with our business expenses. And of course, it's tax time again. So the ginormous tax bill is coming, and that's going to have to be paid off this year as well. We just got done paying off last year's tax bill. It's going to be time to do it all over again. Although this one will be quite a bit smaller than last year because our income went down so much last year. I really like coloring with these felt pens. They're very nice to use. They're a little bit streaky, I would say, um, just a little bit, but because it's such a fine tip, it's not incredibly aggravating. Joanne says, I'm a California native, but have moved a few times. Colorado, Wisconsin, always end up back here. Yeah, I think, Aaron would love to live in California, but it's just too expensive. There's no way at this point in our life that we can afford California. Not comfortably. It's expensive everywhere. I mean, to a degree, I've been looking at houses in multiple states for years, a couple years now, and there's definitely a difference. And California is definitely one of the most expensive, even for just a smaller, like 2-bedroom, 2-bath. We're not even talking fancy houses. And Florida's pretty stinking expensive too. And I guess, the argument you could make is that you could find inexpensive areas of pretty much any state, and that is very true. But are they really areas you want to live in is the question. Because sometimes they can be kind of, I don't know, not somewhere I would be comfortable with Anna. Because we were looking to move at the end of 2023, just a few months ago. We were considering it. And that was one of the problems we ran into, even just in the area we're in, was because we can't go too far right now. And the areas that were less expensive than where we're staying now, just not good areas. Not the kind of area I want to have my child. If it were just us, if it were just adults, I really wouldn't care as much. Because I could just not go outside. I could just not interact with the outside world. But I can't keep her cooped up in the house all the time. I like that. I really like that. All right, back to the green. Yeah, some are more affordable than others. So the area that Aaron grew up in is very expensive. Very, very expensive. But we were looking at different neighborhoods down near like LA, or like on the outskirts of, like an hour in either direction from. Our old voiceover coach lives in the Santa Clarita area. I think that's Santa Clarita. I think that's right. And the houses seemed to be more reasonable in that area. There's still a good 40-minute commute into like the Burbank area and stuff, but seemed like a nice suburban neighborhoods with just your typical suburbs, but I don't know. That's not really, I don't know that I want to end up in the suburbs either. I grew up in kind of more of a country area where we had a nice big house and 3 acres of land, and it was very peaceful, especially at night. And you couldn't see in your neighbor's windows. So I always say, I want to live somewhere where I can't see in my neighbor's windows. I just want to see trees and water. I don't want to see people in their bathroom. No, hold on, guys. I'll get that spammer. Got him. I told Erin after Anna's grown, if she goes off on her own, we are just getting a little shack in the woods. Gonna grow our own food and live peacefully alone. You know what I find really crazy? Sometimes when we're driving through different areas, like I used to take Anna to Philly for medical care before we started coming to Florida for medical care. This is back when she was like a year old, 2 years old. And we used to fly down to Philly together, Anna and I, because it was just the two of us. And we would get out at the airport down there and jump on the train and take it into downtown Philly and get off right near Reading Terminal Market and then walk to our Airbnb where we were staying for the duration of the trip. And then we would take, we originally used to take the bus, the city bus down to Shriners. And later I would get like Lyfts or Ubers back and forth. But there's a lot of areas down there that are not super safe for a woman to be wandering around with a small child alone, especially with armfuls of luggage. And even more so down near where the Shriners Hospital is in Philly, they flat out tell you in between sessions or appointments or whatever, if you're just hanging out at the hospital waiting for the next appointment or whatnot, do not go outside. They tell you do not leave the hospital, this is not an area that you want to be walking around in. And I didn't realize it until more recently. I started watching these videos on YouTube. These people will go into the really bad neighborhoods in Philly. There's an area called Kensington, and that's right by the hospital. I didn't know that back then, but it's one of the worst areas. And when I watch those videos now, people walking around those areas, I just can't help but think about how many people live there because they don't have a choice. They can't get themselves out of there. And then I think about the kids that are growing up in those neighborhoods. It's kind of hard to think about. It's kind of sad. Almost feels like they never really have a good chance growing up in that environment. And funny enough, the area around the hospital where Anna receives treatment now, down in West Palm Beach, Florida, is also not a good area. And there's um, there's a place we used to stay called Quantum House, which is on the property. It's like on the hospital property, and it's kind of similar idea to Ronald McDonald House, except doesn't have the giant corporate backing. It's more of a private place, but it's the same kind of design where they take donations and allow families whose children are having surgeries and stuff at the hospital on the campus there. They can stay for like $40 a night. It's deeply discounted. It's definitely the cheapest thing you're going to find in the area. But they only have so many rooms available. And they said the same thing when we started staying there. They said, do not go walking around. Don't try to walk up to McDonald's with your kid, because this is not a good area. Lots of pews and other nonsense going on, and people get hurt, whether intentionally or unintentionally. It happens. So I thought it was interesting. And then someone told me at some point that areas around good hospitals tend to be not good areas. And that made me wonder. I don't know the answer to this, but I wonder, is that because, like, does the hospital establish themselves there and then the area becomes not so great? Or does the hospital establish themselves in an area that's not so great because it's less expensive and they need so much property? I don't know what the answer to that is, but I just thought it was interesting that there was a similar situation. Now, I haven't been around that many hospitals to know if that's truly the trend. Obviously, it wouldn't be the case everywhere. For instance, University of Michigan Hospital up in Ann Arbor, Ann Arbor's generally pretty good in every part by comparison. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. It reminds me tomorrow I need to work on the story for our January recipient of our financial award. So I can get that up. I gotta get back on a better schedule. I've been posting those stories towards the end of the months. It really should be earlier in the month. It's like once you start running behind schedule, it's hard to get back on track. But this month we are helping a kiddo with therapy session expenses. So it should be a good story to share. Nikki says, how do I know if I'm up to date? My husband called me and paused the video and I just hit play. And I'm trying to figure out how to fast forward, but I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how either. You should be able to click on this or just tap the screen. If you're in full screen, you might need to back out of full screen. But you should be able to tap the screen and see a bar at the bottom. And then I think you can just drag it all the way to the right. And that'll get you caught up. I mean, anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe there's like a button that you can click that will just jump you forward, unfortunately. Good night, Tammy. Sleep well. My tummy is grumbling, even though it's 2 o'clock in the morning, because it is Saturday and my medicine wears off on Friday. So I'm left Saturday and Sunday feeling more of an appetite. I think I ate enough today, though. I had a lot of good protein and a lot of good veggies. I don't want to eat this late, so I'm just going to, you know what, I'll drink some more water. That's what I'll do. It'll help. It'll help fill it up. Cat's mama says, Nana, do you ever sleep? I do. I usually sleep between like 3 and 10. Not that whole time though, because I can only sleep about 6 hours. Susie, please join us. I can't sleep more than 6 hours. My body doesn't feel well if I get more than 6 hours of sleep. But what's been happening the last year or so is that I will typically sleep 4 hours and then wake up because I have to use the bathroom, and then I'll be awake for about an hour, sometimes a little longer, and then I'll go back to sleep for a couple more hours. So, like, if I go to bed at 3, then I might sleep until 7 or 7:30, get up, use the restroom, and then stay awake until, like, 8:30, scrolling on TikTok or something, checking comments and emails, and then I'll go back to sleep until 10. But Anna gets up at 10, so that's pretty much when everybody gets up. Everybody has to be up when Anna's up. Once in a while, Erin will get up when she wakes up and sneak out of the bedroom, and they'll go have their morning time together, and he'll leave me sleeping. And I'll wake up at like 10:30, 11 o'clock and be like, what the heck? Where's everybody at? What's going on? Why am I being left out? They like their morning routine, I think, the two of them alone. As much as he says sometimes that he gets annoyed with her, like sometimes she'll wake up super early and she'll be like, "Hey, Daddy, I'm awake." And he's like, "Dude, it's 8:30. You're not waking up at 8:30. Like, you need more sleep. Go back to sleep." Um, I think he really enjoys that time with her in the morning. They have a whole routine. They have a whole system now. Good night, Christine. So yeah, I see a few people like, "I'm surprised you're still online," but we've been doing this for a couple of weeks now. I've been doing really late night live streams in the Zen Zone, kind of just relaxing stuff. We've been crocheting, we've been coloring, I've been playing games. We're gonna do some diamond painting, maybe some acrylic painting, maybe some clay modeling that came up tonight. That might be something fun to do. Um, it's just a good way to unwind at the end of the night. Typically by about midnight, I'm done with other responsibilities. Anna's in bed, sleeping. I've double checked our pages and emails and finished up whatever projects I'm working on. And so after midnight is my time to really relax. And I enjoy spending it online with you guys doing these things. So, and I found over the couple weeks that I've been doing it now that you guys really seem to enjoy spending this time as you're able, doing similar things. Some of you color, some of you crochet, some of you just sit and watch and listen and chat. But I think if it helps you, if it relaxes you, then it's definitely a good thing. And I'm happy to be here with you guys. Emma says it's great for me here in Australia because I get to hang out with you. Yeah, because it's what is it, 4 or 5 p.m. in Australia? What time is it there, Emma? Yes, Sandra, it is really nice. Well, I mean, that's like the only time I can do projects is when the house is quiet, honestly. During the day, it's all, business hours, it's business work, it's posting because that's when people are online to see everything, and it's running back and forth and making sure Anna's doing what she needs to do for school. So definitely no time for projects during the day. Not possible until till after she goes to bed. Once in a while I can sneak away. I did do a Zen Zone live the other day while Erin was making dinner. And so it worked out okay. It's 3 p.m. Okay, so you're only 13 hours ahead right now. Yeah. Yep. Sunday. Oh, thank you, Val. Thank you for being here. Amanda, you didn't know we were here? So this actually used to be like a month ago, maybe not even. This page used to be called Princess Anna's A Team because Erin and I created this page originally back when we first got together because so many people were complaining, as usual, about us doing live streams on the main page without Anna. Like anytime we were on after she went to bed, talking about adult stuff or just what was going on with us, parenting, whatever. It was always, where's Anna? Where's Anna? You guys are trying to take over Anna's page. And I'm like, Anna's a kid. This is not her page. It's my page. It's always been my page since day one. I'm the one who created it. I'm the one who creates content for it. I'm the one who edits the content, uploads the content. It's my page. But people were making such a fuss about it when we first got together that I said, you know what? Fine. We will go create a separate page over here. And that's where we will go live at night after Anna's in bed and do our own thing. So we had this page for a couple of years now. Actually, I think my moderator, Jennifer, just told me we had our 2-year anniversary of this page. But in the last year, we've just been doing everything as a family on the family page, as it should be. And the family page is about the entire family. Sometimes that's just Anna. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes it's just Erin. Or any combination thereof between the three of us. And so we stopped going live over here as much because we're just doing it all on the one page. And so the page wasn't getting used. And so I had this idea last year, about halfway through the year, to turn this into a more relaxing space where I could do some of the more creative and crafty and fun things that I've always wanted to do, but that definitely don't really fit into the family vlog theme. Um, like, for instance, I have a whole bunch of stuff to do kinetic sand cutting. How many of you know what kinetic sand cutting is? Have you ever seen the kinetic sand ASMR videos? They're so relaxing to me. I love them. And I've always wanted to try doing it. So I do have the supplies to do that. And one of these nights, I'm going to set it up and I'm going to give it a go and we'll see how it is. But, it took a while to come to fruition, but finally, after talking about it for many, many months, I just decided to get on and, well, I started with the crocheting, I guess. And part of it was a need to lower my blood pressure. I need to do something for myself, by myself, to relax at night. Because I've been so sick since September, and it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And yeah, that prompted the name change and the content change. So that's the intention for this space for the foreseeable future. I just want it to be a creative space, a relaxing space, a calm space. Place where people can feel comfortable coming just to wind down. Try to keep it pretty drama-free. Although, I will say that being that it's not our family vlog page, I don't think I will put up with as much nonsense here. I feel like I can be a little more vocal if I need to, but so far everybody's been pretty chill. Christine says, "Yes, Nana, we're the cool group." Yeah, Emma, it was rough. It was a rough. I'm feeling better. I'm starting to feel like I'm on the upswing of all of that. My lungs are starting to feel better slowly but surely. Um, with all the new medicines that I'm taking, I feel like things are moving in the right direction. So I think by the end of this year, I'm going to feel kind of like a whole new person. Chris says, "Nana, do you like putting puzzles together?" Um, I don't know. I think I do. I do like putting puzzles together. It's just such a long process. I mean, obviously, it depends on the size of the puzzle. But the last couple of times we attempted to do puzzles around here, They ended up getting packed up before they were completed and abandoned. I know there was one that we were working on, um, when we lived in West Palm Beach. When Aaron first moved in, it was a Star Wars puzzle, and I don't know, we struggled with it. It wasn't even a big puzzle. We were struggling. Finally, everybody just threw in the towel. I think my frog is wearing my color changing lip oil. She's got the pink lips going on. Michael. Frog. That's funny. I'm going to give her basically like some eyeshadow here too. I feel like she should have eyelashes. I feel like I should add my own eyelashes to this picture. I feel like she needs to have some eyelashes. Which one of these? These are so close in color. I guess this one's lighter. Frog eyelashes, yeah, for sure. She's a pretty girl. Doesn't she look like a pretty girl? Got the pinkish eyeshadow. Could you imagine if frogs actually had eyelashes like that? How stinking cute would they be? Batting their little frog eyelashes. Oh my goodness. So cute. Oh, her little blue beauty mark and lipstick. Yeah. Jennifer says, I might actually consider holding one if they look that cute. I love frogs. I love holding them, but they always try to jump and hurt themselves. You know what I don't love? Mind you, I have not encountered one in person yet. But here in Florida, there are cane toads. And they're huge. They're like the whole size of your hand huge. And they're extremely toxic to dogs. Like, if the dog sees it, chases after it, goes to put it in its mouth, they will have seizures, start foaming at the mouth. You got to get them to the vet quick. And even then, it's not good stuff. They're an invasive species, but I'm coming to learn that many species of creatures in Florida are invasive. Jennifer says it's 9:27 p.m. here. 5 hours behind. Are you in Hawaii? No. Do frogs pee on you like toads do? They might. They might just be so small that you don't really know it's happening. What island are you on, Jennifer? Hmm. You're on the big island. Okay. Very cool. I've never been to any of the islands, but I hope to go visit my in-laws while they're still living there. Have any of you ever been to Hawaii to visit or to live? I might enlist my husband to do her eyelashes because I feel like he would do such a better job. I feel like I would end up curving them the wrong way or something and they wouldn't look right. No. Oh, Chris, you went on a cruise. Very cool. Aaron never lived on the islands. He's never lived there. He's visited. He's visited his dad and stepmom. But Aaron was born and raised in the Bay Area. His dad didn't move there until he retired. So they've just been there for, I don't know how many years now. I have to ask Aaron. Oh, Charlene, you're too afraid to fly. I get it. I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'll do it sometimes because I have to, but if I have the choice, I would prefer not to. But statistically speaking, it's a very safe way to travel. But it is scary. It just seems like a scary thing. It's hard to wrap your head around how it can possibly be as safe as it is. In fact, yesterday we were driving back from the Asian market and we went near the airport on our way back across town, and there was a FedEx plane that came down very close to us because we were kind of like near the runway area, I guess where the cargo planes land. And it was huge. It was a huge plane. And then we were driving, and there was a part of the road where there was a viaduct, like an overpass. And the plane was on the overpass, and we were underneath it. Like, we drove underneath the plane as it was going over the overpass. It was really bizarre, but also very cool and just amazing, how big they are. And it's kind of hard to wrap your head around how they can stay in the air. They're so big. Oh, Sky. Sky says, I love flying, especially in small planes. You would get along well with my father. My dad. He flies small planes. He's a private pilot. It's one of his loves, and he's had planes, Pipers, and I don't remember what the other ones are, Cessnas. He loves flying. I can't. It makes me so ill, so sick. Even in the giant passenger planes, I have to sit forward of the wings, or I get just so severely motion sick on takeoff and landing. And my motion sickness does not go away once I have feet on the ground. It sticks with me all day long. Terrible. Look at my frog. I'm trying to think what I want to do with her belly. I think I'm going to leave the bulk of the middle of her belly white. I wish I had I think gray would be just too dark. Let's see. I'm going to go in to these white circles with the pink, because I think that will be kind of cool. And then I'm going to decide if I want to do the center of these, whatever these shapes are, pink. But I think I want to leave her belly white. I just feel like if I fill it in with green, it's going to be too much green. I would do a lighter green, but I don't have a lighter green. She's already the lightest green. And I don't want to do a darker green. maybe I could do multimedia and go in with a, colored pencil and do a lighter green that way. That might look okay. Oh, I like that's cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna do what do you guys think? Should I do the insides of these squarish shapes in the pink? Or should I fill in her stomach with a really, really light greenish yellow colored pencil and leave the inside of the squarish shapes white? I don't want to do yellow because I'm planning on using yellow in the flowers all around her. And so I just feel like it'll be too much. I want it to be slightly greenish, like a yellow green or a green yellow. Do a lighter blue inside the squares or on her belly, Patty? Oh, no worries, Jennifer. You don't have to apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. No, it's I think it's a lot of people think that because they know that his dad is there now. And so when we talk about his parents, we'll say, "My dad's in Hawaii." And also I think a lot of people, because he's Asian, um, when we first got together, a lot of people thought he was maybe like Hawaiian or Pacific Islander, but he's actually 100% Japanese. Yeah, I've got this light blue that I used on her eyes, but I have also used some of that on the bubbles on her chest. So I don't know, I feel like that's too much blue. I don't wanna do blue. I really want it to be a contrast. Let me look at my pencils. Oh, sorry. It's loud. I'm gonna see if he's still up. I'm gonna see if he'll come in here. He's gonna laugh at me. See if he'll come in here and do eyelashes for me. He's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" He might be in there drawing. I don't know. All right, let's see. Okay, here is what is this? Palm leaf. It looks actually very close to her body color, but that's palm leaf. Get over here. Where are you going? Let's see. What else? What else? I think the other ones are actually very yellow. What's this? Unmellow yellow? This really says unmellow yellow. Well, this is a Zen space. I don't know if we want to use unmellow yellow. That goes against all that we are. Fern, that's definitely close to the body color. Hmm. actually surprised that there's not more of a yellow-green or a green-yellow. I thought yellow-green and green-yellow were pretty standard Crayola colors. I guess palm leaf and lemon yellow. Oh, where's lemon yellow? That's greenish. Let me find that one. He's not getting a text message. Hold on. Let's see if I can. Master bedroom. See if he has his drawing lights on. That'll tell me if he's awake or if he went to sleep. Looks like all the lights are off. I have a feeling he's probably sleeping. What was I looking for? Daffodil? No. Here it is. Lemon yellow. Jennifer, I haven't done painting on here yet, but I want to. It'll happen at some point. I think this might either lemon yellow or palm leaf. That's what we're going to go with. And I'm going to do it very lightly. So we could do palm leaf and just press very lightly. You think lemon yellow? What do you guys think? Lemon yellow or a super, super light palm leaf? Yes, lemon. Patty says lemon yellow. Penny says lemon yellow. Michael says teal. It's not an option, Michael. Michelle says lemon yellow. Carol says lemon yellow. Lemon. Okay, everybody's liking the lemon yellow. All right, let's give it a go. See what happens. Okay. It has just a little bit of a greenish hue. I'm going to go around the boxes for now, and then I'll decide after if I want to fill them in. I think I probably will. What do you think? What are you guys talking about? Find out her name and where she lives. What are we talking about? I didn't see the previous conversation. No, Chris, I don't have a color by number book. Good night, Amanda. Someone asked if Erin had a Japanese surname and if you all took the surname. Yeah, so Erin's family is, like I said, Erin's 100% Japanese, so Yes, he has a Japanese surname, and, we did not take his name for privacy purposes because, um, with us being kind of, in the public eye online and with Anna being a public figure, we talked about it and felt that it was safer for her to have a more common name so that she's less searchable. His name is kind of more unique. And he did not care one iota if I took his name or, about any of that. He was completely unconcerned. So his concern was keeping us as safe as possible. And interestingly enough, I don't know if it's just because of time and how long I've been doing this, or if it's because of my name. My name is rather unique, and if you're Googling for me, you're gonna find a lot more easily than if you're Googling for him. He just doesn't have as much of an online presence, at least at this time. And while his name is Japanese, it's also not super uncommon. So there are more of him out there. There are multiples of him out there that exist. So yeah, we did what we felt was best for everybody's safety. I feel like it's too yellow. I think I'm going to go over it a little bit with this palm leaf, just ever so lightly. It just feels just slightly too yellow. See if I can make it just a little bit more on the green side without messing it up. And we really do our best to protect Anna and prevent people from finding out where we live because that's just not cool. We don't need people showing up at our door. Definitely we've had quite a few pretty unhinged individuals over the course of time on our pages. Definitely not trying to invite that into our life. In fact, we have some stalkers right now who they've been blocked from the page. They've been asked not to contact us, and yet they keep creating more and more fake accounts and coming back over and over and over again. And I don't understand it. Like, there's so many places to be on the internet. Just move on. Go find somewhere else to play. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the obsession. Um, I have found this is very odd, but I have found over the course of the almost 9 years now that I've been doing this social media thing, that some of our most loyal and ardent followers are the people who claim to hate us. Explain that one to me. They will badmouth me at every turn, every chance they get, but yet they will not stop watching our videos. It's like, what? I don't know. I can't see myself spending my time watching someone I claim to dislike. But okay, that feels greenish enough. I think I'm good with that. I really want to do eyelashes. Looking to see when the last time he took Jameli out. Oh gosh, it was like way back at 1:30. Okay, I'm gonna try to do them myself. Should I, or will I ruin her? Practice some eyelashes on scratch paper. That's a good idea. I wish I had like my husband has like tracing paper. Let's see. You can kind of see through here. Try to trace her eyeball. So I'm thinking if I go in like something like that. Yeah, they need to have more of a swoop to them. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Just jump in and do it. Right? It'll be okay, right? Why am I so nervous about this? This is ridiculous. I don't even think I have a pencil. I have to go get a pencil from Anna's school space. I have her pens. They're just eyelashes. How much can I really mess them up? Mm-hmm. I don't have a pencil. I have to go get a pencil. If I get up to go, I should stretch my legs anyway because it's been, oh my gosh, we've been on for 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to color a frog. Are you serious right now? Whoa. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Michelle. If I get up to go get a pencil, I'm just gonna get my husband. Let him do it. But I should stretch my legs. Hold on. Everybody take a stretch. Stretch your legs. It's been 2 hours. That's a long time. Oh. you were sleeping. I looked and the drawing lights were off. And I texted you and you didn't answer me.
Oh, good job.
I need your help.
Okay.
Come here.
Are you still on?
Yeah,
Oh.
come here.
Oh, whoa.
I need your help.
Okay.
Come over here.
All right.
Listen.
Okay.
Listen, this is really important.
Okay.
Really critically important.
All right.
I was gonna do it, but I'm scared.
Okay.
Take this.
Now I'm scared.
No, don't be scared.
Okay.
Because you got this.
Okay.
You're gonna take that.
What I got?
You're gonna go in there.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna give her eyelashes.
Okay. All right.
She needs eyelashes. Beautiful, beautiful eyelashes. She's a girly girl. Girly girl eyelashes.
All right. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know, cartoony. You're good at that.
Can they even see this?
What?
I don't know. Is that okay?
A little more lush.
What, like more of them?
Like, yeah, just I don't know, not too thick, but
Oh, no, I don't know what I'm doing.
well, don't mess it up. Just I don't know. I just thought maybe some more wispy ones. I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Those are fantastic.
Okay, well, I did my best.
Thank you.
Right.
What do you think about her?
It's very pretty. It's very cute.
I can't believe it took me 2 hours to color. Well, okay, so to be fair, I probably spent a good 25 minutes talking about my new crochet stuff, but
Oh, right on. Okay.
still, like an hour and a half
That's cool.
or so of coloring her and
Nice.
chit-chatting.
Very cool. Good work.
Thank you.
Are you still gonna?
I think I'm gonna work. I think I'm gonna do the lily
Lily
pad
pad.
and the snail, and then stop for the night. I'll finish the flowers and the dragonflies another night.
You gotta give full attention to the dragonflies.
Yes.
That's your spirit.
Yeah.
Animal or insect. Or...
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye for now.
Okay. There we go. Eyelashes. What do you think? Do you? Isn't that cute? He did great. Okay. All right. Lily pad. I'm going to do some dark green edging here. Yeah, he did a great job. I love the curls at the end. It's perfect. I think it's funny, really funny how like my lead-in made him nervous. My husband, you know, sometimes we annoy each other, but like we really feed off of each other's energy. Like there's really a pretty strong connection there. There always has been. think it's kind of funny how worked up he gets sometimes. What am I going to do with this little tiny snail? What color are you going to be, snail? What color do you want to be? Oh, you know what I'm going to do with you, snail? Since we're doing multimedia, I know what I'm going to do with you. I know just what to do with you. Let's see. I'm going to go. No, not that one. This one. And this one, perhaps. All right, let's see. Okay. Little Miss Snail. Let me see if I can get you in closer. Wrong way. She's got some sparkle. Sparkly. That's one thing I like about the gel pens. And I'll probably use the gel pens to do the dragonflies because of the sparkles. And you know what, actually? I think I want to do some of the sparkle. Do sparkly undertones. Just around the circles. And a little bit on the tops. Just give her some accent sparkles. And her eyelids. Oh my. Oh yeah, that was a punch up that she really needed. wonder if I can give her some lip liner. A little bit of lip liner. Oh, that really made a difference there. Just that tiny, tiny bit. Tiny, tiny bit of a punch up. Look at her face now. Oh my. Cool. Okay, let's see. What was I was working on the lily pad. Thank you, Penny. Yeah, a little bit of glitter lipstick. She's got to feel fabulous with all those dragonflies overhead. You know, like Erin said, dragonflies are like my spirit creature. I love them so much. And if you didn't know, before we lived here, before we moved out of Michigan, we lived in the West Palm Beach area for 5 months while Anna was having treatment. And that was back when Erin first joined the family. And at that house, we had a pool as well, but it wasn't screened in like ours is now. We didn't have the cage around it. So it was just open to the elements and the bugs. But for whatever reason, there was a very healthy population of dragonflies that would swarm overhead of that pool. It was the coolest thing. You'd be in the pool swimming into the early evening hours, and all of a sudden there'd be like 20, 30 big dragonflies flying overhead. And there was this one dragonfly, and yes, I'm certain it was the same one that originally came down. I have pictures of it somewhere. Came down and landed on the side of the pool a couple of times. And when I approached it to take photos, it didn't fly off. And so I just talked to it, said hello, had my silly little conversation. And then it started landing on our floaty toys, like our raft. Then a couple of times it landed on me. And that's not super common for a dragonfly. They're usually pretty quick. They're pretty quick about getting away from you and doing their own thing. So I don't know what was up with that one dragonfly, but she was pretty cool. Got to enjoy her company for a few weeks. Amy, you remember? You remember the dragonfly? Yeah, I took her picture quite a few times. I just couldn't believe how bold that dragonfly was. Maybe it was a boy. I guess I don't really know for sure. Angela, I remember one time in a walk by the sea in Cornwall, a dragonfly landed on my daughter and we were able to take photos. It's pretty neat when that happens. It's not every day you get to be so close to nature. Generally has learned to be pretty weary of humans, and for good reason. Amy, you have a cardinal that visits. That's your mama. I've heard that cardinals that visit regularly could be signs from a loved one or the spirit of a loved one. I had a red bird that was visiting in Ann Arbor for a while, but I don't think it was a cardinal. And we don't really have anyone that would be visiting. She told you she would visit if she could. Well, I think that's true that they will find a way. They'll absolutely find a way to come through. Trying not to, I don't want to do this lily pad super dark. So I'm kind of playing with the colors and seeing, figure out what I can do. Mix some different things together and see if I can keep it from blending too much into her body. Marlene, you find dimes and get dimes and change. It means someone that is past is looking out for you. That's funny. Our friend Tabitha Brown was just talking about that recently. She just did a video talking about dimes because her mom, who has passed, told her that she would leave dimes around for her, and she's had some really intense experiences with that. Good night, Amy. Sleep well. I don't know if this is not the right color. It's not the right green. That one is not going to work. I'm going to do all of the edges in this darker green. Match it up with the trim. And then I'll go over the lighter areas with some pencil and try to do some kind of blending. And then I'll be done for the night. I'll say goodnight to all of you. And we'll finish this up another night. Probably not tomorrow. Probably do crocheting tomorrow. I like to mix it up. But sometime this week we'll come back, finish her. I don't have any appointments this week. For the first time in like a month. I've had so many doctor's appointments lately. But I am good night, Angela. I am taking my next dose of my shot Monday. And I'm a little bit worried about that because from what I've read from other people who are taking it, the jump from the initial 2.5 to the first, what is considered the first therapeutic dose of 5, is one of the more challenging jumps. So I could have a few days of side effects. I'm hoping not. I didn't really have too much in the way of side effects with the 2.5. I had some nausea the first day or maybe into the second day, but it didn't last. And I don't really remember too much else that was like, oh my gosh, that was hard or that was crazy. So, maybe I'll have a few more days of a little bit more intense nausea, but I'm hoping that will be about it. But I could potentially have, people were talking about like muscle aches and what was the other thing besides nausea? Muscle aches. Oh, constipation. Yeah. which is something that you kind of have to keep an eye on the whole time. But yeah, hopefully it goes well. And then once I get settled into this dosage, I'm going to stay on it as long as I can, as long as my body keeps reacting favorably to it. Susie, it is the trizepatide. It's called Zepbound. It's the newest variation of the family. It's not a semaglutide like the other ones. A little bit different, but same purpose, same end result. You've been doing Ozempic for 10 months. Is it working out well for you? It must be if you've been on it for 10 months, hey? I didn't qualify. I couldn't get the Ozempic or the Mounjaro because I am not diabetic, which is fine because they should be available to diabetics. But the Wegovy and the Zepbound, they're the two that are specifically for non-diabetics. And definitely, actually, I think my cardiologist and my primary doctor might go and try and get the insurance company to cover it under like a plan exception because I have enough of the risk factors and because I have PCOS that it's medically necessary. The cardiologist is especially very pleased that I'm taking it and that it's working well. And I met with the primary doctor yesterday who's filling in for my regular primary doctor, and he was funny. He was like a big cheerleader. He's really happy that it's working out so far, and he's excited for me to go up to the 5. So I'll do that for 2 months, and then I'll get lab work done again and go check in with my regular primary doctor who will be back from maternity leave, and we'll see how things are going there from there. If I can continue to stay on the 5, or if I have to go up to the next level. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Oh, that's great. Your lab work came back normal. Awesome. It's perfect. Yeah, Emma, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate it. I want to smudge brush. I just want to smudge this. Trying to get it to blend a little more. I know Erin has these smudge sticks. They're like white paper sticks that you just rub on your, whatever material you're using, your pen, your marker, and it kind of helps them blend. But I don't know if it'll work with the gel pen. Marlene says, does your friend that finds dimes have a content page? Absolutely, yeah. Tabitha Brown. She just posted about it. Let me look. She just posted about it not that long ago. I actually, unfortunately, don't get to catch a ton of her content these days, but for whatever reason, I came across that video and had to watch it. She talks about her mom quite a bit, so let's see. Do you have like a preference for platform? I can tell you where to find her on that platform. Let's see. This one? Nope. Not that one. Oh, she's been posting quite a bit. A little further back than I thought, because she's had a lot going on. She just won an Emmy. Sweet, sweet woman. Oh my gosh. Can't find it. Oh, it's not that far back. Wait, what's the date here? Yeah, November. No, it was like it was definitely in the last month, 6 weeks tops. Right. There's the beginning of January. Oh, I feel like it's around here. I'm looking. We're back in December now. I feel like it wasn't that long ago. Maybe she didn't post it on Instagram. Maybe I saw it on Facebook. Well, anyway, I Where it was sometime in the last 6 weeks. It was not that long ago. I wonder if I just Google it, if it would come up. Because I know I can do that with our videos. Did you guys know you can do that? You can go to Google and type in AMC Princess Anna. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, just Google Tabitha Brown dimes. And there's all kinds of videos that come up across the years. I don't see the most recent one, but I see a bunch from 2020, 2023, 2019. So, I mean, if that's what you're interested in, that's probably the easiest way to find just those videos, right? So, yeah, just do that. Because, yeah, you can do that with our videos too. You can Google AMC Princess Anna and then whatever topic, like if you want to see her singing, you can Google AMC Princess Anna singing, and Google will return all of the singing videos that it has queued up at the top of the search to return. It's a good way to find older videos more quickly, because nobody has time to sit and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll. Thank you, Molly. I think she's cute too. I'm just trying to wrap up. I don't know what I'm trying to do here with the lily pad. I'm trying to make it feel right. And then I'm going to go. My gosh, it is time to go. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. That's better. I can deal with that. Just have to fill in some of the gaps. And then it feels a bit better. TikTok 3 weeks ago. Tina, you found it over there? You talking about Tab's video? Oh no. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Don't fail me. Oh no. Good morning, Lorna. Oh, really? We're just wrapping things up. Why? Why? Yes, Carol. Same Tabitha. Yeah, if you want to see all of the cuteness, Google AMC Princess Anna and Tabitha Brown. You can see videos back from when we first met her in 2020. And there's an interview on Tab's, it's on Tab's YouTube page. Tabitha interviewing us, interviewing Anna. I was there, but I wasn't the entertainment. Anna was. I can't get it to come out again. It's there. It's in the barrel. Just doesn't want to come out. No worries, Tressie. I'm about to get off. It's been pretty chill and uneventful. Oh yeah, Molly. Tabitha's big public figure. She's beyond a public figure. She's a celebrity. She's all over the place now. She did a video in her car back in, I think, 2019, talking about a sandwich that she got from Whole Foods right after she started her journey into vegan eating because she was really sick and she needed to get well, and that was one of the ways she was doing it. And it went super viral, and then she started making more and more cooking videos, vegan cooking videos, and sharing recipes. And she's been an actress for a long time. So then after she started going viral on social media, she started getting more auditions and doing some more acting. And she's got a kids show on YouTube called Tab Time that she actually invited Anna to be on the first season of it, but we were leaving Michigan to move down to West Palm Beach for Anna's medical care, and we couldn't go out to LA to do the filming, so we were unable to make the schedules match. And yeah, now she's got an Emmy. Like she's doing all kinds of stuff. Working with Target and McCormick Seasoning, and she's killing it. She's out there just absolutely killing it. So it's pretty amazing to see everything she's done in the last 4 years. All right, I'm going to call it here, guys. My pen's not working. So I'll have to finish smoothing out her lily pad color next time. I like how it's looking over here. This is more what I was going for, kind of a shadow underneath her. Darker leading to lighter at the ends. So I like it over here. I got to fix it over here some more. But I'll do that next time. Thank you guys for hanging out. She needs a name. What do you think? Maybe Olivia? Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to give her a name next time. All right. I was not planning on being on for 3 hours tonight, but it happened anyway. I just really enjoy this time. I enjoy spending time with you guys. I enjoy relaxing and doing chill things more than I enjoy sleep. Beatrice, that's cute. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.